Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Slim Society followers, Bethany Sharp,
Hiya.
fantastic lady and personal trainer extraordinaire.
Why, thank you.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, excellent, thank you. I appreciate you coming on video with me again. There was great response to your last video. People loved it, so here we are again. Today we've come to talk about Zoom/online personal training.
Yes.
Yes, and I exercised with you 2 days ago, and my buttocks still feel like they've been tenderised with a meat hammer, ready for a stewing.
Oh, really?
And I only did 2 exercises,
Yeah.
but did them effectively, and I mean, it's good. It feels a little bit painful, but I'm trying to get an Instagram booty, so it's all effective.
Booty gains.
Booty gains. So we've come to talk about Zoom/online personal training, and I say that specifically because everything seems to be on Zoom these days, but some people don't like Zoom. You don't technically need it.
No, you can use like Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, FaceTime if you've got an iPhone. Yeah.
Smart TVs.
Smart TVs,
Smart
yeah.
TVs, yeah. Some people have got a fancy TV with a camera on. Oh, get it whacked on there. We are good to go. And people like it, don't they, the online training? Some people are a little bit resistant. You do online video personal training nearly full time.
Yes, at the moment.
At the minute, you also help me in the SixStepsToSlim fat loss program. But most of your clients, or all of your clients that wanted to transition and just give it a shot on the online training, are doing training by video with you, aren't they?
Yep.
I obviously do the 6 Steps to Slim full time, but also I have a couple of online personal training clients via video. I like it.
It's good.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's better than I actually thought it would be.
It's a good point. It's better than I thought it would be. If before the pandemic you would have said to me, can you personal train someone via video? I would have gone, I don't know about that. I don't really like the sound of that. I'm not sure how that's going to work. And the first time I actually tried it, I wasn't sure how it was going to work. But a couple of my clients were like, "Come on, just do it. Let's just give it a try." And I was like, "All right then, let's just give it." Because you got to just do what you can to help people, don't you? But I agree, it's actually okay. I think it's probably 80% or more the same as in-person personal training.
Yeah.
What I realised pretty fast is that the only thing that happens is that I can't touch the client, and then I realised, why would I touch the client? I realised the amount of times ever in being a personal trainer for over a decade I've actually touched the client is minimal at best. I don't even know. I can't even think of many situations where I would have to touch them. So you're right, it's not really that different, is it? Some people obviously don't have any equipment or much equipment, so that is a difference.
Yeah.
Do all of your clients have some equipment, or do you have some with no equipment?
Currently, all of my clients have some equipment.
That's true, actually, because I'm going to drop you in it, and this is a top tip for anybody if they do want to come for personal training with you online and do some exercise through the lockdown, keep themselves feeling physically and mentally well. You give people, for example, £10 discount off the first month of personal training so that they can buy online one of those resistance bands like that.
Yes.
So then there's really no excuses, because even with just that band you can actually do a lot, can't you?
You can.
You can do quite a lot body weight, but then with just that as well you can do double probably the amount of things you can do body weight if you just get that. And it's not as if I understand people can't always afford just like exercise equipment, but you don't have to, because you'll give it them for free via discount. And it's not like, oh, I've not got space either, because actually it's just there. Yes, you do. You can just put that like in your sock drawer or anywhere, can't you? Literally anywhere. And it does open up to a good amount of exercises and opportunities.
Definitely does.
Yeah. So I like it, you like it, the clients like it. Do you agree?
Yes.
Well, they keep doing it, don't they? So I suppose they must like it. But my clients like it. I know your clients like it. They get good results.
Definitely do.
Definitely do. Definitely do. And this is even with, I have some clients that have got no equipment. I have some clients that have got no equipment. Even with no equipment, through good, consistent, well-rounded, goal-specific training, people can get good results. Because it's not like We don't just make people jump around like it's an exercise class on YouTube, do we?
God, no.
And 3, and star jumps, and burpees, let's go, and 5, and 6. It's not really like this.
No.
No. I mean, you can do that if you want, but you should just go to Joe Wicks. You should just literally just go to Joe Wicks online. He's the master of jump around, let's go, isn't it? 15-minute home workouts and stuff like this. Good, yeah. He's the master. That's not what personal training's like or about or for, really, is it?
No.
So then I'm going to start asking you some questions, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine.
Who do you think then personal training is for, or who is it for? What kind of clients and goals do people come to you for personal training online right now, sort of thing?
Well, for starters, I would say personal training is for everyone.
All right, good answer. Good answer, yeah. So from that, I take it you have a range of clients with different goals?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Hit us with some then.
Toning up, especially with like specific areas, so like the arms, for instance, or the bum.
That makes sense, all right. Toning up goals, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I'm on it.
Flexibility or mobility, so just improving moving around like day to day.
Improving your day-to-day movement, that is important. I stretch every day because if I don't, my knees and back just feel awful. And if I sit in one chair or one place for long enough, my knees and back hurt. A lot of people are like, oh, my knees feel crap. Yeah, but you never stretch them. Oh, my shoulders hurt. Yeah, but you never stretch them. So I understand, yeah, flexibility goals, mobility, movement, yeah.
Yep, postural correction.
Ooh, good one. Very important. Again, less back pain, nicer posture, less shut. Really nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And then like fat loss as well.
Yeah, fat loss, nutrition help.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Fantastic. A lot of people use the 6 Steps to Slim program and your personal training as well, don't they? Because they want to exercise at home, but they also want group support. They also want online nutrition. They also want to be losing weight and getting checked in on and having people supporting them, etc. A good, well-rounded service. Really, really nice. So personal training is for a variety of people with a variety of goals. Really nice. Talk to me then. Obviously, each session's will be different for the client depending on what goals they've got, but talk to me then about, because someone's thinking, all right, this sounds good, but what do I actually have to do? What would a typical session be like? Say somebody's got a bit of all of those goals. They wouldn't mind being a bit more toned, a bit stronger, why not? Also moving better. Everybody likes to move well.
Definitely.
Yeah. You don't want to be in pain and struggling to move, do you? And maybe they want to lose a bit of weight too, sort of thing. What would a typical session with you go like?
So first of all, we would have a consultation, well, just a little chat about your actual goals.
Oh, before the actual training.
Yeah, so
that makes perfect sense.
So I can implement them like into the actual sessions.
So it can be designed around the person.
Yeah, but we'll also talk about like if you have any injuries or anything like that.
Basically, everybody has at least one injury.
Yeah.
Don't they?
A little bit.
I've had literally, I don't even know how many personal training clients I've had in my life. Just everybody's got something. Everybody's got a niggle or a pain or a past injury that still affects them or something. So you're right, that does have to be taken into account, yeah. All right.
Yeah. So we'll just talk about all of that first, so then I can get a good idea of what to incorporate into the session. And then for the session itself, we would start with a little bit of light stretching.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously that will vary depending on the client itself. But for the client you mentioned, a little bit of light stretching, maybe 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
And then we would...
There's a nice little like warm up at the beginning.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. Yeah, and then after the stretching?
And then we'll start the like resistance part of it.
For the strengthening and toning up?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So for that, for the first session, we'll probably start off with maybe 6 exercises.
That doesn't sound too bad. That sounds like in an hour, 1 every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's quite slow, steady pace. All right.
Yeah, because like I obviously don't want to give you freaking 15 exercises back to back, no rest until right at the end.
On day 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit mean.
Unless I guess in the consultation the person came to you and was like, look, I'm hardcore.
Then all right, I'll give you 15 exercises back to back.
I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. All right, yeah, so starting off with a few resistance exercises.
Yeah, but it's well-rounded and covers the fundamental movement patterns that targets all the major muscles. So it's nice, well-rounded.
Toning and like strengthening the entire body.
Yeah.
All right.
But then also there'll be exercises added on, like a couple of sessions after that's more targeted towards clients' goals, like maybe add more arm exercises or more abs.
That makes perfect
things
sense.
Like that.
Depending on which areas they want to work on the most.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. I think you should show us for a demonstration some of these exercises. What do you think? Because that sounds all right in my imagination and in the listeners at home's imaginations. But could you show us, do you think, a couple of stretches?
Yep. 2
or 3? And then just like what the session would start, because you said it would start off with a few stretches. Show us a couple of these. Let's see what they have a look like. And then a couple of like the resistance exercises as well.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe some for the one for the upper body or 2, and then 1 or 2 for the legs.
Yep. Just
again, so it's a well-rounded demonstration.
Definitely.
Makes sense?
Makes sense.
All right then.
Awesome. I'll just take a sip of my drink first.
Hydration's important.
Nice cup of green tea, 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's it, you might want to move. I'll just move, I'm sorry. You might want to. That's it, go as far that way as you can so people can see it on the camera.
Awesome. So first stretch it's called the butterfly stretch, and this one does the inner thighs. So we're going to try put our feet together as close to our bodies as possible, and then with our arms we're going to put them on the sides of our knee, and then we're just going to gently push our knees down as far as you can get them down, so you feel the mild stretch on your inner thighs and make sure it's not hurting too much. It's alright if you start up here, which some people do.
That used to be me.
That also used to be me.
I was like this at the beginning, literally.
Yeah, just try and get your elbows in and push as far as you can, without it hurting loads, and then over time it will get lower and lower down.
Yeah, alright. Stretch 1.
Stretch 1. Next one I like to call 1 in, 1 out, because 1 leg's in, 1 leg's out. Like to keep it simple.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So bending 1 leg in, try and get your foot as close to your inner leg as possible, and then other leg extended out, and then with the same side arm as your leg is extended out, we're just going to try and reach as far as you can. It's alright if you're starting up here or down by your ankle, or if you can reach your foot, which is the end goal. Doesn't matter, over time again it'll build up the more and more you do it. And then with your other hand you can crawl it down your hand that's already extended out, and you'll feel a stretch all the way down your side of your body here. Again, just try and go as far as you can without just feeling it like mildly. Then after 10 seconds or so, switch to the other side and repeat. Stretch number 2 done?
Yeah, makes sense. Perfect.
Stretch number 3 is the sphinx. Oh, I can't remember if I said what the other stretch for. The stretch that we just did, the 1 in, 1 out, was for the back of the legs, the hamstrings.
Oh.
Just thought I'd mention that.
No, good.
Next stretch we're going to do is the Sphinx, which is for your lower back and abs. And just pre-warning, because I haven't stretched yet, this stretch tends to make my back pop and crack a lot. So if you don't like the sound of that, you may want to skip a couple of seconds.
Yeah, it does that to me as well in the morning. It's nice though, it hurts a little bit in the morning. It feels like it's going to hurt my back, but I know it's not, because it's not.
Yeah.
But it's really important to loosen the lower back off in the morning, isn't it? People hobbling around with the lower back.
Definitely.
This is really good for it.
So for this, you want to place your hands about shoulder width, and then you want to extend your legs out so they're out straight, and then we're just going to try and get our hips as low as to the ground as they can.
Oh, I heard that.
I wasn't actually bad that time. It normally does it 3 or 4.
It sounded like someone hit a ping pong ball.
and trying to get your chest facing the wall ahead of you. It's all right if you can't get your hips quite to the ground. Again, over time, just try and get it as low as you can. Over time, you can build it up. Good for the stretches?
Excellent, yeah, that made perfect sense. So some nice basic stretches to start off the session.
Yep.
Let's see 2 or 3 exercises, whatever you want to do.
Couple for the upper body, couple for the lower body, yeah?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. Just quick demonstration, just so people can see what exercises they'd likely be working on. So they can see what it's like, because it is available for everybody, and there's different harder and easier versions of each exercise that can be given to people depending on how strong or not strong, or you know.
Definitely, and I'll do like say a couple of variations that you can do to like make it harder and progress on as well.
All right then.
So first exercise is shoulder press. This helps with the backs of the arms and the front of the shoulders.
Turning areas people like to do, that makes sense, good choice.
So for this you want to kneel on the band, and then just going to hold the band and bring our arms and hands up in front of our shoulders, and then we're just going to try and keep a nice tall posture, and without moving our body much, just our arms, just going to press up, overhead, and then back down. Like so. And you can make this harder by wrapping the band around your hands so you can get more resistance. You can do it one-handed, you can do it in this position, or you can do it standing as well. Different ways you can perform that exercise.
Yeah, to make it easier or harder, that makes sense.
Next exercise is for the back muscles, so lats. So for this you want to stand on the band about hip width, and then we're going to bend at the knees and the hips, trying to keep the back nice and straight. And with our arms, we're rowing into ourselves, just getting our elbows just past our bodies. If you can, then back down.
Pull and down, pull and down. Beautiful.
And to make this harder, again, you can wrap your hands around or hold on to the band further down, or you can do it single arm and row.
Oh, single arm, yeah, that's a good idea actually. That would be harder.
Definitely.
Perfect. What do we think? One for the legs?
Yep. So good one for the legs would be glute bridge. So this does the bum. So for this one, you want to lay on your back. Want your feet to be about hip width, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Hands out to either side of you, and all what we're doing is raising our hips and squeezing our glutes back down. We just want to try and make sure there's a nice straight line from one end to the other. Then you can also look at your knees when thrusting up, so you can feel it more in the glutes, but just try and not raise your head and then do it, because that's not good. To make this harder, you could do it single leg, you could do marching, you could go into hip thrust if you've got like a little...
Yeah, raise your back up off the floor so it makes the movement
like a little sofa or something, do that.
Nice. All right, thank you. So that's just an example of a couple of stretches that somebody would go through to increase their flexibility and movement at the beginning, and then you just do some basic exercise practice just like that, going through the exercises, sometimes one at a time, sometimes maybe paired up once the person gets used to it, sometimes if they want to keep progressing it and make it into like a fitness thing as well, building these well-rounded exercises that cover the full body into a circuit or something like that. Yeah,
there's loads of ways that we can like alter it, I suppose, to like progress.
Yeah, that's just only a few exercises as well. There's way more obviously that you can do with the band and with your body weight. There's loads of things that you can do for the full body.
Definitely.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
That was awesome. And what type of technological equipment would people need to make this work at home? Like some people are thinking, oh yeah, that sounds good, but I can't make it work.
The only thing you need is the device that you're watching this podcast on.
Yes, that's true actually. That's true.
That's it. Only a phone or a tablet, laptop if it has like a webcam that you can use. TV, you can put me on the TV. Anything like that, that's all you need.
Yep, when I do, you might say this is the same for you or different. When I do Zoom online personal training sessions, the only thing that matters is that I can see the client and they can hear me.
Yeah.
So I get people to, not like dissimilar where that camera is now, they get a person to set up their phone or laptop or tablet or whatever it is away in the corner of the room so that I can get a full view of the room that they're in, like they can see us sat here, so that I can see what they're doing. Any equipment they would have would just be there next to them, or maybe they don't have any, that's okay too.
Yeah.
And then as long as they can hear me saying, make sure to keep your back straight, 2 more, all right, now you can take a break, something like that. Some people just have it playing through the TV or phone or whatever. Some people have wireless headphones, that's also cool.
Yeah.
That's all you really need. So you don't really need anything to make it work.
No.
Do you? All right then, and if somebody did want to come to you for personal training and get this support, achieve their goals, how much would it cost and what support do they get for this?
So it will be £60 a month.
Yes.
And with that, so we'll have one-to-one session privately over Zoom or Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever we agree on, where we'll be working on your goals, help you learn exercises, improve flexibility and things like that. And then I will also track and keep everything that you've made progress on, and help you plan any other workouts that you want to do without me.
Good, yeah, all right. So they'll get private sessions with you, you'll track their progress and workouts, but you'll also plan for them other workouts if they don't want to do, say they want to train 3 times a week, but they want to train with you 1 time a week, you can plan their other 2 sessions for them. Yes?
Yep.
Perfect.
And then outside of the session itself, I'll also help you with get online accountability and check-in support via WhatsApp or Facebook, what we agree on. You can also check in with me as many times as you want. If you want to check in with me every single day, if you want me to check in with you every single day, I'm all for that. The more the better, I say. And I'll help you with nutrition as well, if you want to improve that or any help with that, positivity and mindset, things like that as well. Yeah.
All right, and for £60 a month, it's 4 sessions per month.
Yeah.
4 sessions per month, which makes it 1 session a week, making it £15 per session.
Yes.
Which is cheap, by the way. That's half the price of average personal training, even here in Sheffield. So that's possibly too cheap. I will say that to you. But you'll also check in with them and help them online in between the sessions as well, with check-ins, etc., etc.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. And how can people contact you?
Everything will be in the description box below.
Okay.
Easier to say that than list everything off.
Yes, you can message us on Society page. It'll come through to me, but I will pass it on to you, or I'll put your details, or you can put your details into the description box below to find out.
Yes.
Sound good?
Yes.
Anything else?
No.
Woo! All right then. Thank you, Beth.
Thank you.
Appreciated. Message me or Beth if you want help with your physical or mental health, keeping on track during lockdown, fire online training. Thank you so much. Speak to and I'll see you again soon.